Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to StarLadder Minor Closed Qualifiers, the CSA region, as we jump right into this first map here of our first best of three. It seems like the game is live. We got the Go TV a little bit late, but it does at least seem like the game has just gotten underway. Exdee versus Toly. And here we go. Looks like the pistol went to Exdee. Took that pretty easily, but then Toly with that response able to grab a second round, trade it back to a 2-2. They'll be now into that rifle purchase, having themselves the 3 AKs, the 1 AUG as well, stolen out of the hands of that CT side. And of course, winner of this will go on to the lower bracket final, where they will face off the winner of our second best of three. Still, though, does appear to at least be CT side again able to open up the first frag. It's going to be Reigns that finds the initial, and that will see that T side put into a 5 versus 4. But it still looks like it's going to be the A bomb site they head toward with awesome Zach close. Magma to be taken down, and Creations making himself a first. That will just leave TJ and Reigns into a 2 versus 4, and a nice headshot that will see the trade back with that Desert Eagle. But even so, as the bomb is planted, shouldn't be particularly bringing too much to the table, especially with that lack of defuse kit. No Kevlar in there either. Sorry, no defuse kit in there. Thunder already spotting out a second man, leaving him at least hunting for blood, and as he's tagged down low, a simple finish, making it that second round for the T side. That will see Exdee now down into an eco. They'll be unfortunately having to just go for the pistols into the next round, but that is all they'll be able to grasp. But even so, let's just give the chance for that CT side to be able to put a couple more rounds, oh sorry, the T side to put a couple more rounds on the board before we do see a reinvestment out of those CTs. And still, does look like we will see more of a B site fake out this time. A couple of players inside of Palace at least indicating that they will try and head toward a bomb site if things get a little risky with the reinvestment that the CTs have, which is basically nothing. It'll be an easy round for Toly nevertheless. And there's Heartbreak to find the initial kill at a round. That should be how the rest of the game, or at least this round, is going. A single Mac 10 that will already be Molotov out. To be spotted. Can find the kill pretty easily. Wipeout at least to find an initial kill, but not that it'll matter. Creations to finish him off. Magma and TJ to trade, however. Losing way too many rifles in this round where they should be looking to keep as many alive as possible. That was their bank increase this time. And whilst they do get the round win bonus, it's still going to be sacrificing a lot of AKs in that process, just giving up one too many rifles, which is not a great start into the game, but they're still going to be, of course, safe. AWP even to be given to Heartbreak. And that will see the T-side now heading into their third on this board. And especially on T-side Mirage, they do want to be going for at least 5-6 rounds or so. Don't want to be slacking too heavily. As soon as Exdee get onto their T-side, that'd be where they would, of course, begin to struggle. Heartbreak, nice shot into Magma, lining up a simple angle, and will take the frag already. That will see... Oh, the man does get tapped down low. A nice piece of aggression shown by Wipeout as well. And there's TJ and Awesome find 2 kills of their own. That should see the CT side putting themselves on a second round. Even so, looking decent so far out of the OLY to be able to grab themselves some decent T-side rounds. But even so, we'll see. Ooh, Wipeout, nice shot. He spots the second, or the final man. Speaking of man, he is down on 6 points of health. And with Wipeout,
counter-terrorists win.
There it is. That'll be that CT side bagging themselves a second round, at least being able to ensure that all 5 players die as well. That leaves COLY to go for the rebuy. Of course, they still are able to afford. But it does just make them a little bit more limited. They're not going to be having as much economy as they would like. Still has TJ to find the early kill at a round. That's Creations dropped. Magma even looking for some mid-aggression. Not going to be finding anything off of the back of that, but even Awesome. Ooh, nice angle, but a dink by Panda that will leave him on 20 points of health. Magma to find one of his own as well. And still closing down that initial set of information. Not allowing the eco to be as fruitful as they would like. When there's Magma to close down Heartbreak, that just leaves Panda, the final man left alive in a 1v5, and even with Exdee down to a couple of low players, will ensure that they keep all of their men alive in the process, and that ensures maximum profit out of the round itself. And so, with TOLY down to an eco this time, that will see them taking absolutely nothing into this round. A Deagle to be upgraded by the man, but that is absolutely it. That's all they'll be able to afford. No P250s, no flashbangs to assist mid. It's a full out rush as they try and head down toward this map. Take through mid, and as Magma finds the first, even a trade to come through from that T side, but Wipeout to deny him straight away. Oh, beautiful nade on Heartbreak as well. He's down to 3 points of health. Exdee playing a lot of Mirage as well in the qualifiers that we've had. Being able to play even Energy to a 16-7, one of the more notable South African teams. Even so, with 55 on the clock and 3 players inside of middle, AWP to be handed to Creation as he tries maybe find some use out of it. The man could have an opportunity to strike on towards him here and at least lands a tag down, but that's all he will be able to get off of the back of that. Still Rains on the rotate though. It's all first shot onto Heartbreak, taking down the low HP player, misses the second though, can't adjust for that one. And as it is traded back into a 3 versus 1. DJ to take out the man. That's Creation down into a 1v3. And that's all he'll be able to grab. Exdee taking the lead here on Mirage. 4-3. The last time that they played this map as well, it was a defeat to Ladon. But it was an 8-7 half in the favor of Exdee on their T side actually. Although on the game where they won against Energy, able to bag themselves 11 rounds on the CT side, so we know how strong these guys can be. They also got the first kill, a 13 times more than Energy did, with 3 clutches in there as well. So decent out of Exdee on Mirage, definitely, and obviously with the second map of the series being Train, I believe. Sorry, just 2, which is a pick for Toly. They've had some ups and downs, 2 losses and a win. Wipeout, however, able to make light work of 2 players and even looking for a third, but as Magma trades back, that's a simple denial of the round itself. Keeping 4 players alive and even that double AWP setup as well, which by the looks of things, by the last couple of games that they've had on Mirage, is a very effective weapon for them. So is Toly down to pistols again. T-side not going to particularly be investing into too much right now. Not even going to put a lot of Kevlar with their pistols as well, when they could have actually afforded. Oh, nice molly that does force Toly into making a move. Shuts down the first onto Reigns. But even so, able to break out onto the B bomb site, find themselves 2 kills. Surely they don't let an eco round come to fruition here, because that would be detrimental to the CT side. Yes, they have a build-up of bank, but it's not particularly one that they're going to be wanting to fall back on. Magma to find himself 1, but the trades again he made this time, and as DJ, the last man in a 1 versus 3, it does seem like Toly, they will find themselves somewhat of an eco round, a semi-force, and it pays off for them as well. That gives a 4th round on the T side. So, with Exdee going back for that repurchase, at least able to get the AWP in the hands of Awesome. And the AUG's out, of course, but first kill to go to that T side yet again. Luckily, Awesome able to trade with his AWP, making it valuable. But Heartbreak to return the favor. Battle of the snipers in this game so far. Still, that will force a reaction out of that T side, though. Now that they know they have at least a first kill over toward that A site. Misguided smoke that is actually going to not land inside of window, which, I mean, it was a direct throw. Also to fail as well. Creation inside of Sniper's Nest, and TJ, will he swing? Yes, he will. Finds himself one. Wipeout with a second, and TJ to close down a third. It seems like even with a couple of mistakes in the round, it is going to be Exdee that finds success, and if they close down the final man, that is definitely going to be the case. 6-4 on the CT side, still taking a little bit of an advantage. But obviously, as we see that B side again going for that rebuy, the fact is they kind of have to win this round or else their money is down in the dirt. Escobar find the opening kill of the round. Beautiful tap by the man. Landing the headshot onto Awesome. At least Rain's able to trade, but they've already taken over ladder room. He'll get shut down quickly and wipe out. Final man in a 1 versus 3 as he at least able to shut down Panda, but he shouldn't particularly be surviving too much in this round. As Heartbreak trying to lock down his position. Jump spot missed, and there's the timing there as he does at least back away, but I think Heartbreak did definitely hear him. And that's the case. 6-5 in this T side, still battling their rounds pretty closely. No one fragging too out of their mind. 11 kills for both TJ and Wipeout on that CT side. Double figures for Toly has been at least reached, but so far these back and forward rounds going to be playing a lot of issues with the economy. And so the CT side, as they will be down into pistols this time. A little bit of Kevlar. Not too sure why Awesome has gone for that full buy, considering that he's probably the guy that you want to be having the most economy. As that AWP player, you can't really be allowed him to be down to $0 in this kind of position. And the simple trade of frags by Toly will see that CT side already shut out of the round itself, and even with Awesome getting himself a frag and a Galil, it won't make too much of a difference. C side to even put that bomb down shouldn't be surviving for too much longer, as he does at least able, or is able to find the kill into Heartbreak. Even escapes toward T-spawn with the AWP in hand as well. Still, already spotted, tied up at 6-6. These rounds very close as well. Couple of you in chat saying you like yourself some close rounds. I mean, we're getting a couple here. And once again, that CT side, they are back down into somewhat of an eco. Pistols and Kevlar, a couple of scouts in the mix as well. Even Magnus spending the majority of his cash, as he is down to $1,000, so chance of an AWP probably not going to be valid in this sort of setup into the next gun round, but this should now give Toly a plentiful opportunity to be able to take here in this first map already. And as the man shuts down Awesome, nice first kill to find. TJ not able to trade. slows down in return, and a 5 versus 3. At least the scout to be ripping off some shots, but no damage to be inflicted, and already pushing deep into CT. 2 kills cleaned up, and the third should follow very quickly, and does. 7-6 that now sees that T side putting themselves around in the lead. If they can make this first half go in their favor, if they can find a 9-6, even an 8-7 is going to be a close call. But having that lead in the T side is still going to be profitable, providing that you grab the pistol as well in the CT side. Still, Swift trades out of that CT side already. 4 versus 3. Panda looking for the aggression wipeout. He'll get shut down, spotting the second man as well there, I think. As he crossed over back toward jungle, that would be Magma that's been now spotted. And as they already realized they're out onto the A site. Taking the first kill, Magma, beautiful deagle shots though. He's able to bag himself 2. That's down into a 2 versus 2. And with Magma onto the AK, not that he's going to be able to survive for too long. Rain's the final man. And as he does go for the rotate, hopefully the bomb to be planted at default. Thankfully it is. If he'd have crossed over, with being on 38 points of health, that could have been an absolute denial of the round itself. Forcing it into a 1 versus 1, but with creations at least inside of Palace as well. We will just see Reigns saving that AWP, going into the next round. But that gives TOLY the victory in the first half. That's going to be an 8-6 at least. And with the lack of economy on the CT side, probably a 9-6 as well.
Terrorists win.
You have a little bit of a tech pause though. Okay, hopefully he is back, and the FPS is fine. That's always an issue that we want to avoid. Not particularly a nice issue to have. Not in an important game like this. Obviously, the loser of this game is going to be eliminated. We'll see them out of the tournament. The winner will go on to play the winner of Sinister 5 versus Big 5. That's going to be a really confusing game just because both teams have incredibly close names, but either way, we'll get into it. We'll see that CT side at least being able to purchase for the final round of the first half, considering that they do have that 1 AWP saved from the previous round, and an MP9 and a couple of FAMASs in the field as well. Decent utility and a couple of defuse kits. So overall, the play round isn't that bad. It sees Awesome finding the first kill, not going to see Escabad back away too heavily. Doesn't want to fully commit to this sort of position. Even so, Exdee holding the advantage. As Heartbreak's being picked off as well, that will see a very nice play coming out of Exdee to the point where hopefully they should be able to close out a round if they can make it 8-6. Oh, sorry, 8-7. Ooh, Panda. No wipeout to be caught off. At least able to make the trade, and with no one fully in rotate of that A bomb site just yet. That might make things just a little more difficult. But luckily, Reigns... Oh, beautiful tap by Panda. Luckily traded back into a 1 versus 2. TJ to reply at least, and as that plant is trying to be forced, that's an 8-7. Taking the first half as close as possible.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
And that will, of course, see that second half to go live. I love the fact that as a caster, we sit here and we sort of wait for teams to play pauses to get the game started again. But we have... Face it, obviously, being the server provider, the halves switch on their own. It's great. So we have some very quick starts to the games. Pauses and stuff, they're always going to be 30 seconds. It's awesome. I wish more servers sort of operated like this. It's very time consuming, which is great. But even so, waffle aside, Toly now on their pistol round for that CT side to begin. If they can take the pistol, if they can find success, that would see them put up to more of a 10-7 sort of scoreline. And as they find 2 frags already, even with Wipeout's trade, not that it will make too much of a difference, because Macma, he gets sacrificed as well. And as Heartbreak is as safe as possible inside of Underwood, or Underpass, trying to avoid the bullet, somehow still alive. Reigns to trade back, but somehow still fighting. Awesome to trade back at least into a 2 versus 1, but as he heads toward the A bomb site, pretty sure he's already been spotted by the man. Info gathered. As he does force that plant at least toward default, they know where he is now already. Dipping and diving behind triple box. At least a flashbang to assist his peak. And as he does a great deal of damage onto the first player, trying to find the shot and will be able to land a headshot. Looking for creations. Can't land it just yet, but as he dips and dives, spraying, spamming down, and will be able to take him to 17. Can they find the kill? Yes, they can. That was a very drawn-out second final battle, but still, it sees Exdee up to 8-8, tying the scoreline early in this second half. And that was a very, very drawn-out play. Finally, the kill to go in his favor, but even so, Exdee, as they head into the full buy, of course, a mid-window stack by the CTs that at least profits them a frag. That's all he's going to really get out of this, though. That will see the rest of the players divert the bomb toward the B bomb site. They know it's entirely clear at this point. With that many players stacked toward inside of window, you've got to assume that the sites are clear, and at this point, they definitely will be. Although, forcing the plant towards short is a little risky. Luckily, TJ does get away with it, but spotted out on towards short. Yeskabad tapping away with that P2000. But nevertheless, a pretty simple cleanup out of the T side themselves. A great deal of damage done by Toly, though, to be fair, to shut down 2 players in an eco when you have basically nothing. Is always going to be a nice little play, even if finds one more. 9-8, and that T side taking the lead. The CT's now able to purchase, though. Will Panda go for a glass cannon AWP? Answer is no. We won't see a sniper on that side as of yet. Even a FAMAS onto Yeskabad, which sees him down into a lot of utility, but I would have preferred to see the rifles at least surefire. There is no defuse kit either, which can add a very big time constraint to the way that you retake bomb sites. This time goes a man towards short. He finds 3. That's a simple shutdown of Exdee in this round, and Heartbreak, as he's towards apartments, a spray through onto TJ, Rain's the final man, and he shouldn't be getting anything out of this round whatsoever. That'll see Toly tying the scoreline this time.
Counter-terrorists win.
And unfortunately, Exdee, after the round win, lost bonus reset. 1,400 to be gathered, and that will see them down into a most likely a force buy. Reigns and Magma can't afford into the next round either, so it's going to be a double eco if they want to have the 2 players onto rifles in their next available round. So it has to be a force buy, and definitely is. Awesome even to take a P250. I assume maybe saving up for the AWP, but so, Magma, nice first frag. Even Magma. Oh my god, Magma. I actually thought he got that second kill there. Luckily didn't. That would have been a nasty one-tap with a Tech 9. Reigns even to find a deagle shot, though. Don't tell me Exdee win themselves an eco. Or at least a force buy. Oh, TJ catches out Heartbreak. And with Yeskabad down to 21 points of health, I think that might just be the round. It seems like Exdee, they've pulled it off. Been able to find the eco. Beautiful one-tap by TJ. And now the CT's in an unfortunate position of their own. Losing back and forward rounds will see them down into a bye round, but even so, that's going to be no money left on that CT side. To be fair, the T's aren't particularly as strong as they would like either. But 5 rounds into the second half, and we see very back and forward rounds. Creation to find the first, but Magma trades for double. And a very quick response out of Exdee that sees them holding the man advantage. Oh, Panda's shoulder being spotted. That's unfortunate. But it is awesome. That is able to land the kill. Heartbreak to return fire, though, and at least shut down the SG. But into a 3 versus 2, providing that they get one more kill, they might be safe, and they do. But look at TJ. He's hunting. And is able to find the first, make it to 11-9, and they secure yet again another T-side round that should see them up to 12-9. The CT's not going to be able to purchase. It's down to an eco for them. We'll go for a little bit of a grenade stack. I like the idea, especially if they're going to take it toward A-ramp or middle. I would hope A-ramp as well. That's the more common strategy with these grenades, and it definitely will be, but unfortunately we'll see no men whatsoever toward the A-ramp itself. That is a little unfortunate, but it gives a lot of info to Exdee as well, because now that they know that the 4 grenades were thrown toward the A site, they can guarantee that B is relatively clear. Nice little lurk from Magma that sees him find an initial frag. Wipe out to close. And second and awesome with the third. A pretty simple cleanup out of the CTs. Making light work of the counter-terrorists, and that will see Creations last alive in a 1 versus 5. Not only a successful round out of Exdee, but limiting the damage, making sure that the CTs cannot find kills where they definitely shouldn't. But also maximizing their economy, getting the bomb planted, ensuring that players like TJ and Magma will have at least a round to fall back on if the economy sort of dips away from them. Reigns even left on a single point of health. Luckily still alive for him, but one of the more important rounds for Toly to win now. Losing this one essentially gives Exdee a very big chance at essentially guaranteeing a 14-9, maybe even 15-9 scenario. And still, AWP in the hands of Creations. Yes, a bad tag down low, but a nice first kill. Magma to be dropped to 19 as well. Beautiful trade out of Reigns. Make it 2. Able to survive, but not before the man shuts him down. And with TJ lurking toward lower connector, able to grab the kill as well. Oh, beautiful tap out of Magma. The bomb is a little bit irretrievable as of now, but oh, did he spot the leg? Not too sure whether he did, however. Oh, peeking into jungle anyway. And unfortunately, that sees the T side. Closing down yet another CT round. Even going to go for attack pause as well. Fair enough. Gotta say I respect it. Toly, they'll be down into pistols and Kevlar. Not going to be, of course, investing fully. There is definitely not enough money to do that. But this now gives Exdee a very strong chance at making a 14-9 before the next rebuy of Toly. Well, here we go. Pistols and Kevlar for that CT side. A little bit of a mid-rush to come. I kind of like this. Especially if they can guarantee a couple of kills off of the back of it. And the man definitely can. That rhyme was genius, but still awesome to find 3 of his own. Again, the one thing that Toly have been solid at is getting eco-frag. With a beautiful tap by Panda onto Magma, he's down into a 2 versus 2. Can maybe secure a rifle at least and allow that CT side to be a little more assured. There were 55 seconds just passed. Eastside to head up toward the B bomb site. A single man in apartments, 1 towards short. If Heartbreak gets spotted, that is a very good chance if they open up the B bomb site. Most likely win the round as well. But it depends whether they can get onto the site without losing Awesome inside of Van, but never mind, it happens anyway. Wipeout to close him down, and a 2 versus 1 that Panda, with no Kevlar, has to try and win. And I assume he might just go for the save of the rifle instead. There's no defuse kit, so there's very little time to attempt this. And there you have it, 14-9 in Last Chance Saloon. For Toly into map number 1. Losing this round ultimately sees Exdee probably taking the game itself. And of course taking us to Dust 2, which isn't a map that Exdee favoured themselves on. Toly definitely having a little bit of a most recent advantage. But with the performance out of Exdee, there's definitely a chance of them making a 2-0 potentially. Oh yes, Escobar, Molotov down. Nice spot. 2 players dead. And that might already be the round in itself, considering that there's been yet no response out of that T side. EJ looking for a frag of his own. Will be able to take down a first. Make it a second trade and a third. Oh dear, oh dear. This now looks unfortunate. And already Reigns is trying to pin down at least a player. Oh, creations though. Oh, man spotted. Not able to land the kill, however. 55 just passed. But a 3 versus 2 to contend with that sees both men already dead. A 15-9, a map point for Exdee. They just lost themselves a 5 versus 3. And so this sees that CT side having to invest into the potential final round of this map. And with the way that Exdee have been playing, they should be closing this out. Reigns able to easily push through towards short. Land himself that initial kill on the B-bomb site. Nice trade made back, though. Don't want to fully commit creations. I'm liking this aggression, but will it pay off? No, it will not. Not even a single point of damage done to Exdee. Apart from, of course, the man dead. They've already broke out onto the A-bomb site. It's entirely clear the plant can go down safely. Still trade to be made. And a 3 versus 3. Makma has to be careful. He closes down Escobar, Panda, and the man to find 2. And that leaves Makma into a 1 versus 2. Smoke to go down. Beautiful peek. They saved their lives in map 1 this time.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Still, that T side going to have no issue whatsoever in purchasing into this round. TJ on $10,000, which shows just how strong they are. But at least it gives another round to that CT side for them to be able to pad the stats. They get double figures on the board at least. But still, it's down to Toly to win them 5 rounds in a row. To go into the overtime to make sure that Exdee do not win this game. Misguided grenade though. Panda going to be a little annoyed with that one. Still, the T side wanting to take this very, very slowly. And fair enough, gotta respect it. Making sure that they have the right setup to go into the round itself in. Panda able to find the first kill. TJ to reply with one of his own, however. Oh, the man at least able to trade a first heartbreak. A shutdown in return, back to a 2 versus 2. 30 seconds on the clock and bomb to be planted. Both players on a FAMAS as well. Not the best of weapons and a beautiful grenade. Still with Escobar down to 47. They'll try and head out of the window. First man and second spotted. That's map number 1. 16-10, and as Exdee close out the first map, that will take us into Dust 2, where we'll be live in around 10 minutes time, maybe even 5 minutes time. I know these matches start very quickly, but either way, we'll be heading into map number 2 very soon. Going into Dust 2, where we'll see whether Exdee can finish the series, or whether it's going to be Toly that take us to a third. We'll be back very soon for the start. of game number 2.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.